So in my last video, Double Starships commented, when are you going to make a video about your favorite anime? It trips me out that you like anime. My dog's name is Anime, because I like anime so much. But I haven't watched any in a long time. Because reasons. I guess I just got into TV shows and books more. But the main reason I got into YouTube, the first videos I ever made was like anime music videos. This guy was teaching me how to like sync it up with the story and stuff like that. But I've made videos about like a bunch of different anime a long time ago. It's just been a while. But I guess right now I'm making a video about it. Let's go over here to my browser and I'll show you. This is my anime list. I had a different one that some people hacked and said that I like Boku no Pico. This really pissed me off, so then I had to make a new one. But anything that I've got a 10 out of 10 on, I guess I'll talk about. A lot of these are like kind of weird, like A Sister's All You Need. What is that about? One of these like hentai sister animes. So I just watch a lot of crazy shit. Let's see. First, let's talk about the big three: your One Piece, Dragon Ball, and Naruto. One Piece, I have seen up to, what does this say? 775. How many episodes is it on? I don't even know. Probably 1,300 or something. I got to the part where they're on the big giant island that's on the back of an elephant, and then I think they left that somewhere right in there. That's where I quit watching. I may get back to it eventually. Dragon Ball. I don't know if I saw the last season of the original Dragon Ball, but I've seen all of Dragon Ball Z. Kai, I guess it's the same thing. Dragon Ball Super, I saw, or Dragon Ball GT, I saw all those. It's not as good. Dragon Ball Super I love, but everybody watches Dragon Ball, it's not a big deal. What was the other one? Naruto. I haven't seen Bokuto, but I've seen Naruto Shippuden all the way up to, I think like they're doing like the second thing with the Heaven and Earth scrolls, somewhere like that. It's like a new generation of ninja or whatever. I think Naruto may be the Hokage or so, or maybe he's close to being. I don't know. I mean, it got way too overpowered once they started like. I like the original Naruto because they're like doing shadow clone techniques and stuff and hiding behind ninja stars and they throw them. But then all of a sudden everybody has crazy elemental powers and they're like tuned to different elements and they just raise up storms and forests and whatever they want. And it gets like, y'all could do this whole time? You never mentioned any of this stuff? So let's go through the 10 out of 10s on my list. Should we just start there, or should we start with like, where's Welcome to NHK? See, that's not on my new list, it's on my old list. Alright, so there's these 3 different anime I think that I've mentioned before that I'm super psyched about. Welcome to the NHK is one. This is about a guy who is a hikikomori who's stuck in his house. He's afraid to leave the house because he's super shy. There's this whole Japanese culture about hikikomori you can research, but it's crazy. He gets into like video games and like selling money that he earns from games to try to survive and try to pay his rent. And he gets up with his neighbor is a guy who makes like hentai and shit. It's super good. Super good. The other one was Genshin Nidaime is the first one, or the second one? I think this is the original one. This is about a high school video game comic book club. And it's like about otaku culture and like these girls start hanging out with them and how they do that. And they go to these like comic book conventions and they try to like create their own video game, that kind of stuff. It's pretty dope. Just crazy fun. And then you got Bakuman, which is about a guy and his friend. One's a writer and one's an artist, and they're making manga. And they have a job. and it's like pretty much Shonen Jump. The magazine is like their employer, and there's all these other mangas that they're competing with, like these other artists, and they're like trying. It shows how they come up with their stories and stuff. And what's the guy's name that made this? He's really popular because he draws really good, like clothing and stuff. Like he's stylish or something. He keeps up with the styles. I forgot what, something like that. But it's really good. So those three in particular, I highly recommend. But let's see, we got like Akagi. This is one. It's about some guys called Night Raid, and they all have like these different powers, and they're like fighting against this revolutionary army, and it's just really good. It's hard to explain because they all have different powers, but it's like one of those, you'll get super into it if you watch it. I wish they kept going with this. They just kind of, there's a lot of these anime they end too soon. What was the other one that was similar to that with the scissor girl? Kill la Kill. That one's about a girl who has the scissor blade. What was it? She could like transform or something. It's been a while since I've seen these. Yeah, there's like these god clothes. The clothing that they have is kind of like what gives them their power, and they end up like getting like pretty much almost naked, and when they get like in their final form. It's pretty funny too. Highly recommend that one. Black Lagoon. I didn't rate that one, but that one was interesting. Remy's a really cool character. She got this like special 9mm pistols. What was Attack on Titan? It's really good. I'm sure a lot of people have seen that. But these people that are like giants, and everybody else is like trying to survive the giants while living inside these walled cities, and they have like grappling hooks and jetpacks with swords. I mean, it don't get no better than that. But then like some people can turn into these giants, and it's like the whole mystery behind it. And I quit watching it right when everybody says it starts to get good, so I need to get back into it. Like season 3. Oh, Bleach. That's another one that should be with like Dragon Ball and Naruto. Bleach, they just had the 1,000-Year Blood War come back on. That's pretty good. It's about like what do you call them? Death gods, and they fight these ghosts called hollows, and they all have different swords that can turn into like 1 or 2 different levels of releases, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the terminology is. Soul Reapers. Yeah. Grim Reaper, Soul Reaper. It's all kind of the same thing. Eromanga Sensei. This is about a girl that draws hentai. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It was pretty dope. Another one was I Can't Believe My Sister's This Cute. What it was called. What was the name of that one? That was really good. Oh, what was it? I know they abbreviated it. I don't know. Himoto, Umaru-chan. This is not one of those. This is about a girl that's like a big little nerd, and she just plays video games and eats junk food all day and reads comic books, and she just wants to lazy about the house. But then like when she goes to school, she transforms into this good looking girl who's got all of her shit together, and she's like got the best grades and everything, but like she has to hide her secret identity from all of her friends, where she's just a big fat nerd. It's so good. I can't even explain it. But you gotta see it. Death Note, everybody has seen. Guy writes people's names in the book and kills them, and it's so like, it's like Sherlock Holmes. He's hiding in plain sight from the police, and it's like they're trying to figure out who he is, and he's like right next to him. It's just like tension building craziness. Fastest Finger First is pretty good. It's about like the club in high school that I was in. Quick recall. It's like Jeopardy or like trivia kind of thing. Pretty dope. Great Teacher Onizuka is really good. It's really like makes you think about this guy who's like a really good teacher, and he like does all this crazy shit that would normally get people in trouble, but he was like in the a motorcycle gang, Bosuzoku. So he's a badass, And this like class starts to respect him. It's like a bunch of hooligans. It's basically, what's that movie where the white woman goes into the black school and like turns them all around? But it's like a white guy going into a Japanese hooligan classroom. I mean, he's Japanese too, I guess. He has blonde hair. Gamers. I don't remember this one. That shouldn't be a 9 out of 10, I don't think. What's the one? No Game, No Life? Yeah, that was really good. A guy and his sister are like super geniuses, and they end up getting sucked into this situation where they have to save the world or something with their gaming abilities, and they're just so smart they just dominate. It's really good. Haikyuu. I know a lot of sports anime. Haikyuu is about volleyball. Ace of the Diamonds about baseball. Ukukuru no Furikabute. What was that one called? A Big Wind Up. Big Wind Up's really good. That one really got me into baseball and the whole thing about pitchers and catchers being like a battery. They're like using strategy and shit. What's the basketball one? Kuroko no Basket. Strong Killer like that one too. That one was really good. Let's see. Was there a volleyball one? Yeah, that was Haikyuu. Volleyball, basketball, baseball. There's a swimming one. What was one about swimming that I watched? Yomushi Pedal. a cycling anime. There's every sport you can think of. There's an anime about it. But that one was really good. The swimming one seemed kind of gay, but it was pretty good too. New game? What's new game? Yeah, I don't really remember this. Some of these are. I think they were like making a game. There's like a game company. They're like developers. Initial D. This one's about like street racing. It's got really good music to it. If you've never seen Initial D, check it out. This guy draws lips really funny, and their eyes look like they're stoned, but it's good anime. Yeah, I don't watch any of these new ones that are like in another world with my smartphone. I watched that one, but all this like I reincarnated a slime and I killed 1,000 slimes and I'm in a dungeon with hot chicks and all these kind of isekai anime. I don't know. It's too many of them. Let me see here. One Punch Man. Yeah, that one is like getting legendary status. That's almost up there with the Dragon Balls and the Bleaches. Saitama is this guy who can kill anything with one punch. You think it would be really shitty, but it turns out pretty good. All these other superheroes, they're like, they don't understand how strong he is. Space Dandy. That one's pretty good. Kind of like got an 80s retro feel to it. Guy in space. He's a dandy. I mean, there's nothing else to do. King's Avatar. Oh my god. This is a Chinese anime. This one's dope as fuck. People don't know about it. They're sleeping on it. Guangxi Show. Also, if you watch this, go to Netflix and look it up. King's Avatar. There's a live action that is even better because it goes way more detailed into like the games and stuff. What other anime has been live adapted that was actually good? Dragon Ball was horrible. Oh, what's that one? I don't think it's on this list. The one about the guys playing Mahjong. Starts with an A. Can I just Google Mahjong? Whoa. Like I said, any sport, it's got an anime about it. Akashi? Or no? Akama? I don't know how to search. Mahjong. Akagi. Yeah, Tohai Densetsu Akagi. This fucking anime is crazy. I originally watched it on YouTube. Somebody had put all of them on there. I don't know if it still is. But he gets to this season where he has to fight this guy. He has to play against this rich guy who, if you lose a round, it takes some of your blood away. It's like you're playing for your life. And you're playing mahjong. Kind of like poker, chess, or whatever. I don't even know how to explain mahjong, but it's cool. What are these new ones? Oh, Vinland Saga I need to watch because there's a lot of booktubers talking about that. 7 Deadly Sins. Hunter x Hunter, everybody says is good, but it doesn't start out good, so I didn't really get into it. But I know it's supposed to get better. Or get better later. Shaman King was really good. That's not Shaman King. What the fuck is that? I forgot about Shaman King. Shaman King Red Crimson. Side story. I might need to look into that. I like the original Shaman King though. What else have we got on here? Anything? Yu Yu Hakusho? Oh yeah, I mean that's classic. I think I had a dream the other night that was like about Yu Yu Hakusho. Or some kind of like... What's that book I read that was there was a tournament? Oh, the Cradle series. The Cradle series, the tournament, the Underworld tournament, it was a lot like Yu Yu Hakusho. Berserk. This is Craft Chest's favorite anime. It's really good. There's a whole giant manga series. It just got re-released in these big books on Berserk too. Baki. Where's Baki at? He's up here with the still watching. Baki the Grappler. I heard about from the Amazing Atheist. I think for the first time. And there's been several different seasons of it on Netflix and stuff. But it's amazing. His dad is like the strongest man in the world, and he has to like try to get as strong as his dad, so he can kill his dad to save his mom from his dad or something like that. But he's like fighting all these people that can do all this crazy shit. And then the latest season, he's in prison. He gets put in prison on purpose because he knows he needs to break out. He's going to fight like this big black dude. What was that guy's name? Can I click on characters? Where's it? Orochi Doppo. Shukawa Goki. Biscuit Oliva. This fucker right here. Oliva Biscuit. That's his name. He eats his opponents like Pac-Man. Crushes them with his muscles. He's based on a real guy named Sergio Oliva. One guy is based on Che Guevara. This guy here, he can just pretty much crush anything with his fists. He just has crazy grip strength. That's his dad, Hanma Yujiro. He has like a demon face on his back where his muscles have made it into. Like Jack Hanma, he's like half robot or something. I mean, maybe not. I think I'm thinking of some video game. Anyway, yeah, you gotta check that out. Fulikuli. This is a different one. Fulikuli Progressive. I remember that. Convenience store boyfriends. What the heck am I watching? Black Clover. That's pretty popular lately. There's Ace of the Diamond. That's the baseball one. Oh, there's this one I was watching that's about these people on an island fighting each other with different kinds of grenades or bombs or whatever. Batoon. Where's Batoon? It's not on my list, but it's pretty good. You know, it's one of those ones that ends too fast. I don't know how many O's are in Batoon, but it's on there. I don't know how you find it. Parasite something. Some of those kind of animes. It's about what was that one with the kid with the bat on with the roller skates? That crazy song. I thought these were all on my list, but a lot of them I'm like missing. So I had to remake this whole thing. That's most of the anime that I like though. That I can think of. I My Hero Academia I didn't really get into, but I need to check that out some more. Psychopaths? Read Life? Really? That's one of them? Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Yeah. Tokyo Ghoul I didn't really get into. I don't understand what the fuck's going on in it. Trinity 7's pretty good. Kakegurui. What's that one? That sounds familiar. Yeah. Anyway, if you're interested in some cool animes, that's like my favorites.